And roll directly into our program. I know that want to get a kind of a last update from each of our local teams, and I'm going to go ahead and start it off this week with Coach Nichols, Presbyterian College. Coach, come on up.
Well, sure it's good to be here with everybody here today. We've kind of finished our season. We had our last regular season game last weekend against Gardner Webb. I guess it's been a few weeks before I've had an opportunity to visit with y'all. I think the last time the Touchdown Club met, we were on our way to the Grove over in Mississippi. And if you've never been, I think Coach Galt had a big time over there. He had a lot more fun than what I did, but what a great experience, getting an opportunity to be on the SEC network. We were in 87 million homes, 40 million homes in the SEC footprint. It was a great opportunity for our college and our team to be on that kind of stage. And one thing that a game like that does for you, and I get asked that question a lot, it says, Coach, why are you playing those big teams like that? And it's really twofold. One, the game revenue that you get from playing those schools in the SEC and the ACC are vital to what we do at the college, and vital to what we do for budgets and personnel and things that we need there. But our website, the Presbyterian College website, that week prior to us playing Ole Miss and on the game day that we played Ole Miss, the amount of traffic that we had on our website went up 987%. All right, nothing moves the needle like college football, especially at that level. What a great opportunity it was for us to showcase the Clinton community, Lawrence County, Presbyterian College, our football team, and there's a lot of benefits from playing that and playing a game like that. But we came back home, getting ready for a really good Gardner Webb team that was kind of snake bit. We lost a tough game against Liberty before we went out to Ole Miss. We got beat 28-7. We had done some things that we had not done all year. We had given up some big plays defensively and turned the ball over some on the offensive side of the ball. And you're playing a good team like them, you're not going to have much of an opportunity to beat somebody like that. They were really, really good team. Go to Ole Miss, come back, got Gardner Webb on the road, 5-5, 2-2 in the league, a lot to play for, and knowing the significance of having a winning season, winning your last game, momentum going into the off season, and just really proud of the way that our kids responded. And I've got Donnell Williams here with me. I brought Donnell here with me a couple times. He's number 32. He's our linebacker. He's the all-time leading tackler in the Division I era at Presbyterian College, and former freshman of the year in the league, and is a junior. We're getting back for another year. He got a medical red shirt that he's able to come back because he didn't play last year. So, him and Isaiah Lynn's going to be rolling in here in just a minute. Another senior that was just named the Defensive Player of the Week in the conference. So those kids right there, answered the bell every time this year. We ended up getting a great win on the road up there at Gardner Webb. We won ugly. It seemed like that's the way we did it all year, but I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty any day of the week. We were able to get that done, and ended up having a breakthrough season in our program. It's been a long journey. I've sat up here many times and talked with this group right here after losing games. Went 0-11 my first year here, and it's been quite the process that we've gone through. And it's validation for the hard work that those kids have put in, and made Presbyterian College football relevant again. And I've got such a sense of responsibility to all the former players and coaches that have coached this program that I love so much, and for them to be able to share in that joy with us this year has just been great. And but again, a lot of credit goes to those kids there that put in a lot of hard work. This is always a great day. I always look forward to Clemson, Carolina Day with Todd, and Mr. Munson coming here and sharing y'all's stories. Todd, I was going to bring a boy from Greensboro Page today. He's one of our, he was the one that scooped and scored a field goal. He was the team captain on the Page team 3 or 4 years ago that won the state championship. Ed Britt, his dad played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You probably know who he is, but he couldn't be here today. He's taking a test right now, but I appreciate you guys coming. You speakers make the program, and I always look forward to having you guys down here each and every year. And appreciate all the sponsors and support you guys give football, high school football, college football here in the county, and give us an opportunity to get together here every couple of weeks and celebrate football, celebrate these young men and their accomplishments on the field on Friday nights and Saturday afternoons. Appreciate Scott, appreciate Coach Weiner, Coach Kirk, and all the county coaches and all that they do for our young people here in our communities. Can't do it without them. I'm blessed to be able to consider them my peers, and because kids need coaches, and we've got good coaches in this county, and appreciate all that they do for our young people here. And appreciate y'all, and y'all come see us, and looking forward to 2015. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Nichols, and congratulations again on a record-breaking season. Next, I'd like to ask Coach Scott King, Clemson High School, to come up and give us a few words.
All right, we finished up regular season 2 weeks ago against South Point. South Point beat us 21-14. We were up 7-0 at the half. Ended up 14-14. They hit a play action pass on us to beat us 21-14. Drove back down the field, played them real tough. They're playing tonight, the third round against Belton. They're an outstanding football team. Our kids went toe-to-toe with them, laid it all on the line that night and played very well. In that game, both of these young men over here that y'all have seen several times, D. Jennings and Donovan Blackman, y'all can both stand up. They played outstanding football. Just about every week, I can only really think, and D knows, the only time I really wasn't real happy with D this year was 1 out of 10 times. And D played his rear end off, and Donovan played his rear end off, and these guys were outstanding football players. They played fantastic in the South Point game. D had an interception, several big tackles and sacks. Was everywhere. And Donovan, you guys know Donovan was everywhere all the time as well. We snapped to him quite a bunch in the last couple of weeks, and these guys were outstanding football players and outstanding young men and outstanding representatives of the Red Devils. D is graduating. Moving on, I'm expecting him to win I'm going to put some pressure on him right here. I'm expecting him to win the 110 hurdles at the state championships in May. He's a fantastic trackster for us. But these guys, if I'm not mistaken, I think we voted them as players of the week in both Greer and South Point games, both the last 2 weeks. Thank you, guys. The Greer game last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, first round playoff game, they were 10-0. We went in there and played really well. Ended up losing the game 17-13. Kids laid it all on the line. Greer was a really good football team. Our kids went in there and attacked them. We knew going in, if we played well, we had a shot to beat them. They prepared all week, just like every week. They laid it all on the line, and they played the rear ends off. Went down 10-6 at the half. Came out the second half, made a stop, went in and scored. Donovan scored one. Went up 13-10. Greer was able to punch one more in, make it 17-13. We went right back down the field. Ended up having a miscue on the third down. Ended up getting stopped on the fourth, and they made a stop on us right there. And then pretty much ran out the clock, and we got the ball back with 13 seconds left. Made a play, but it wasn't nearly enough. In that game, Logan stand up for him, please. Logan played offensive tackle for us. Logan's a junior. Logan had a really good game that night. We played very well on offense. Logan is one of the reasons we got better and better each week on offense throughout the course of the season. Logan's probably our biggest lineman right there, as you can see. Logan's a junior. He'll be back next year, and he's gonna have a good season next year. Thank you, Logan. Also, got Jonathan Shipley right here. Stand up for me, Jonathan. Jonathan didn't get very many reps for us. Jonathan is a senior. Jonathan is one of those Red Devils that all the great Red Devil teams and every Red Devil team's always had. They've always had those young men that love putting on that jersey, love representing that place. He always laid it on the line in practice. He's as good a kid as you'll find. Never got an opportunity to be a player of the week. So I want to make sure he got a chance to be here today. And he's a fine representative of the Red Devils. There's one more that on a college visit that I didn't get to bring, named Jacob Weston, who played very well last week. Thank you, John. You sit down. Jacob Weston played very well for us last week. He actually was on a college visit, so I didn't get a chance to bring him. And he wasn't a player of the week in the career game. As these guys know, you always need kids like Jonathan. They're always there. They're dependable as the day is long, and they're always doing their part. Everybody's got a role on the football team, an organization, whatever it might be. Everybody's got a role. Everybody don't like their role, but if you're going to be successful at anything like that, everybody's got to take a role, and they got to roll with it. And Jonathan always has done that. You know, we're expecting these guys to go out and represent the community in life. These seniors right here, these guys know once you're a Red Devil, you're always a Red Devil. They know that. They've embodied that, and they've represented themselves well. They laid it on the line. They got better every week, without question. I've been very fortunate. I've spent 20 years counting 6 as a player and 14 as a coach, getting to be on the sideline or on the field at Wilder Stadium. And there's not a better place to be. No offense to Casey Hannah, but there's not a better place. I've been fortunate. I got to spend 20 years doing that, and I've appreciated everything y'all do.
Thank you, Coach King. We appreciate you too.